Grant, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They will run with Grant. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
I'm coming after you. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Easy.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
Start. 180.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Here's Bernard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 37 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned him 6 points. Under pressure, they got him again. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Roethlisberger. Fuller brings it in over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Well, they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Now a carry for Bernard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Gary Jennings there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold escaping the pressure right. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now Darnold. Aguilar has it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Titans have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
All right now, 180. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 180.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. Kill.
They run the counter. Bernard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Mike, here we go. 180. We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm going to come back to you. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to fire this thing deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. It's a great throw right there and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. On the screen, Bernard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Ben to throw again. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the 25 on second down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Mike 29. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. You know, young lady. 29 is Mike 29.
A first down throw, Darnold. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Switch. Check 37. Check 37. Oh, lady. Come.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a run with Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Mike 29. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Results in a 4th down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
They're running it.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 down.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
That QB's trash. Let's go. He's coming.
They run again on first down, Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Now Cook running right. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, Darnold. He finds Aguilar over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And, this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Cook. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you got to deliver the ball on time.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dalvin Cook with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston, a lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
54. Hey, 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 hey. 54, block 54. Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Jennings has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Who's 30?
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to launch this thing. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Bernard. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on second down. Roethlisberger looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
You ain't going nowhere.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This complete left side to Aguilar. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to the ground, this time Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On the ground, it's Gallman again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Texans defense stands tall.
50. Hey, high 7. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this